Papa, your family lived in Austria for generations. What was it like growing up in Vienna, Austria in the 1930s?
Well, our life in Vienna was very happy and very comfortable. Our aunts, uncles, cousins went to the same school as we did and has Shabbos meals together. My parents owned a clothing store and manufacturing plant where they sold raincoats, snowsuits, as well as other sport items. I had very good friends. All of this changed in 1938, and we did not understand why we were being targeted for harassment and arrests. My father saw that this life would become very intolerable for Jews and made plans to escape. We fled to Paris in 1938 before conditions worsened. It was very, very hard to leave everything behind.
Papa, many times during the war, you were alone and separated from your family. You were hidden in a monastery disguised as a monk. What was that experience like for you? How did you get through those difficult times not knowing if you would see them again?
1940, when the Nazis invaded Paris and my father was taken prisoners, we fled south to Toulouse. Me, my mother, and my sister. My sister was hidden in an orphanage and I was hidden in a monastery as a monk. The abbot of the monastery was incredibly kind and treated me like his own son. But nights were very lonely for those 2 years. I did not know who I could trust. I didn't know if the Nazis would ever find me, and I didn't know if I would ever see my parents and my sister again.
Papa, considering the difficult experiences you had in your early lifetime, you were forced to grow up much faster and face harsh realities more than anyone could expect from a young boy. How did that shape the person you became today?
From the very beginning, I needed to be strong for my mother and take care of my younger sister. During those difficult times, I looked up to God. When I was on my own, I did my best to keep the Jewish holidays and observe Shabbos. I never ate meat that wasn't kosher, and I got on my tefillin almost every day. My faith in God never wavered, even today, as our Jewish nation is fighting for its survival again. My faith in God remains strong.
You lived a very comfortable life in Austria until anti-Semitism began to grow stronger. How does your recollection of Austria in 1938 compare to what's going on in America today?
My story had a front seat to much of the anti-Semitism that was emerging before the actual war broke out. Our stores were vandalized. Our schools were set on fire. We were intimidated and bullied at school. That was in 1938. In many ways, these times from 85 years ago are just as relevant today as they were back then. My father saw that life would become intolerable for Jews and made plans to escape. Only back then we did not have the state of Israel. Today we do, and I'm truly blessed to be speaking with you now and hope you will find my story interesting and inspiring.
Papa, thank you so much for talking with me today.
Thank you, Eli, for taking such an interest in my story. When asked what got me through, it's a very simple answer. My faith in God. We don't always understand His ways, but God sent me many people to help me along the way. And I think about our Jewish hostages today and hope their faith in God is helping them get through very difficult times. I think about our Jewish soldiers defending our people and feel blessed that we can defend ourselves now, something we could not do 85 years ago. I wish you all a life of blessing and happiness, and may each of you live life for the fullest and be counted in all that you do. Thank you.
Thank you.